Last week, I posted a video talking about over 150,000 vehicles recalled by Toyota and Lexus, and they were actually two separate recalls. In that video, I did say that I would do a follow-up video on the root cause and how it was found. So today, we will first do the Lexus and Toyota seatbelt recall, and the next video will be the Tacoma recall. Let's get to it. Hey, it's LSF here today, and today we're here to talk about the Lexus and Toyota middle rear seat belt recall that was announced last week. Before I go with the root cause and more information on the recall, I would like to say a few words in regards to a comment made in the previous video. Someone stated in the comments of the video regarding the recall was misinformation, and none of the Lexus vehicles has 16 or 17-inch wheels. I wanted to ensure my viewers that I would not be spreading misinformation in regards to recalls. When you talk about rumors or potential redesigns, that could be misinformation, but I would clearly state that these are rumors or something that might be coming. I'm not sure how much attention was paid to the video, but the 16 to 17-inch wheels was related to the Tacoma recall, and the Lexus recall was for seatbelts. I understand that Lexus sales associates are proud of their brand and wanted to ensure that my videos are not to make the brand look bad, and I really wanted to actually have more transparency to issues and provide more information to owners as well. My goal is not to make the Lexus and Toyota brand go bad. All brands have recalls. Toyota and Lexus vehicles tend to have less, but they still have recalls. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go and talk about the non-compliance information report here. So you can see here it says Toyota Motor Manufacturing Canada. So this is where we built the Lexus NX and RX, and we have the Toyota Motor Manufacturing Kentucky where the Camry is built. All right, and then when you look at it, the manufacturer of the seatbelt assembly is actually Joyson Safety Systems in Santa Rosa plant, and that's in Mexico. So what we know now is the Camry and the Lexus vehicles, their seatbelts are made in Mexico. Well, again, those are if the vehicles are made in Kentucky or in Cambridge, Ontario. So we look at Joyson Safety Systems, and you can see here this is their website, and this is the site in the United States. And you can see that they do say that they do a lot of safety equipment. They supply components to manufacturers, like automobile and non-automobile markets. And you can see that they employ 43,800 employees at 22 countries. And they are actually owned by another company called Nimbo Joyson Electronics Corporation. So when we now go to Joyson Electronics, which is the owner of the Joyson Safety Systems, you can see that they're founded in 2004. They're actually headquarters in China. So it's a China company, but they do supply parts to BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, General Motors, Ford, and more other companies. A lot of brands are using them to do seatbelts or airbags or whatever. So definitely a large company and China company. So when you talk about tariffs and all that, this will get impacted as well. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX 450H Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks, or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now let's continue with the video. So let's continue to scroll down. So we can see here what's the impact. So if you own a Camry and it's built between October 8th to December 16th, 2024, built in Kentucky, then you're part of the recall. For the NX vehicles, the 250, 350, and the 350 hybrid, if they're made in Canada, so it starts with a 2 in your VIN, October 23rd, 2024 to December 13th. The NX 350H is up to December 16th, 2024. All right. Then we have the RX, the 350, the 350H, and the 500H, model year 2024 to 2025, built in Ontario, October 29th to December 6th for the 350, December 9th for the 350 hybrid, and December 5th for the 500H. So different time frames. But again, if you know that your car's been built in that time frame, then most likely you may get the recall. You probably have it a notification on your app already, but if you don't and you want to make sure, you can open the front door where they have a sticker. On the top right corner, you would probably see 10/24. That means October 24 or 11/24. Then it's November and December 12/24. All right, so let's continue down. We see that we have 3 different parts. So for the Camry, this is the part number. For the NX, this is part number. And for the RX, this is the part number. So let's look at the Toyota one. So the Toyota, the Camry, you can see the seat assembly. I did put in a 2025 Camry hybrid. And you can see it's $178.63 US dollars if you have to buy it yourself. And then when we look at the NX, the original price is $204.88. It's on sale right now. I don't know why it's on sale, but this is for the NX. And then for the RX, we're looking at $195.95. So for some reason, the RX seatbelts are cheaper than the NX. I don't know why, but that's how it goes. So it does say that between this production time period, not all of the vehicles in this time period is sold in the US. So for the folks in Canada who we've actually said have the recall as well, that definitely, if your car is built in this time range, it'll also apply as well. All right, so we continue down and it has a breakdown of the number of vehicles. So majority of it is the Camry. 32,529 are Camrys. There's 542 NX 250s, 1,280 NX 350s, 926 350Hs. We have 3,242 350s, 1,943 350Hs, and 460 500H. So when we look at this, okay, this actually tells us the breakdown of the plant. You can see that they're still making more ICE vehicles, 1,280 350s and 542 250s. Only 926 are hybrids. I know that there are some hybrids, the 350H and X's, are built in Japan and shipped over to North America. So that could be the reason, because the capacity of the plant just can't build that many. But when you look at the RX, 3,242 versus about 2,000, like less than 500 vehicles are hybrids. So there's still more ICE over hybrids as well. Probably the same scenario for the RX. Some RXs are probably shipped from Japan to North America to compensate the difference. All right, so 40,922 are the ones that are in the United States. We look at the cost of this recall. So you can see here, this is the MSRP if you had to buy the parts, okay? Not including labor. So when you look at the number of vehicles and the cost per vehicle of the seatbelt assembly, you're looking at 7.5 million US dollars. Definitely, this will not cost Toyota or Lexus that much money because the cost of the parts are not that price. However, there's still labor that they need to give to the dealerships to install this. So it doesn't say how long it's going to take to do the recall, but even 1 hour per recall will definitely be a lot, because the first thing is they'll have to do the inspection, and then after that, if it is a car that needs to be replaced, then the time frame to repair the seatbelt assembly. So we can repeat here. It says the subject vehicle are equipped with a second row center seatbelt due to incorrect tooling during a hot knife cutting process. at a specific manufacturing plant, the second row center seatbelt webbing may have been damaged. So they're saying that the vehicle with a second row center seatbelt damage and by this process will not meet certain requirements. Like this is the code. And that can increase the risk of injury during certain crashes if an occupant is belted in the second row center seat. So if you are recalled, highly suggest if you do have 4 people sitting, don't sit in the middle. And I think most people don't. But if you do have 5 people sitting, just make sure that that center row is at risk. So how did this all happen? So in December 2024, during a routine inspection of the parts arriving at the seat supplier production facility, a melt mark was found on the webbing of a second row center seatbelt. The seatbelt supplier then did FMVSS testing on the second row center seatbelt with a melt mark. So during January 2025, the seatbelt supplier shared the results of the test with Toyota. Toyota further accessed the data and found that the webbing strength of the second row center seatbelt did not meet the certain requirements that needed on that FMVSS. So on January 30th, Toyota determined that the vehicle identified in Section 3 above may contain this second row seatbelt, therefore not meeting the requirements, and that's why there's this recall. So again, this is where we see even from the tariffs discussions, the seatbelts are sent to the seat supplier. The seat supplier then installs it on it, and then it gets shipped into the manufacturing plant to get it assembled. But at that point, so meaning whoever assembles it in the assembly plant will have not known anything regards to the seatbelt. It only took the seat supplier to figure out that there was something wrong and then go back in this process. Interesting find, right? And I'm glad that they found this. It will be very hard to know and until someone actually gets injured in an accident, and we hope that this never happens. So owners, you will be notified to return your cars to Toyota and Lexus, and they will inspect the second row seatbelt webbing and replace the seatbelt assembly if they have found that there is damage to it, free of charge as usual. They did say here you will actually get notification by April 7th, 2025, and we have the campaign numbers here. So they did say April 7th, but reality is when you see here, the notification plan is March 24th to April 7th. So April 7th is the latest. So by April 7th, a week after that, probably if you don't get this notification, you most likely are not part of the recall. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.